Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Playdates and Travels. I'm quickly filming this at nighttime. My son's crying in the background, sorry guys. But today you're going to be watching a collaboration video that was coordinated once again by my friend Valerie over at Singer Family Adventure. She put together this monthly collaboration, which we've been doing every month now, and this is my third month participating, having a lot of fun with this, and it's just showing our pin collections. This is a celebrating people, pins, places, and things, something like that. Collaboration, and this was coordinated by Valerie, so if you guys are not already following her, please do so. She recently jumped hugely in her numbers, the subscribers. She had 700 and something, and she went over 1,000 because of a short that she put up, so that's awesome, showing her dog. I'm very proud of you, Valerie. At any rate, I am participating in this collaboration today because it is a dog pin collaboration where we show all of our pins that have to do with dogs. Disney dogs. And my favorite characters from the Fab Five happen to be, besides Mickey, Pluto. So of course I have some Pluto pins to show you. I also have Goofy. I also have Stitch, who's considered a dog in some respects. Lady and the Tramp is one of my main collections. 101 Dalmatians is another side collection. I don't show them a lot on my channel, but today you're going to see all of those and any other dogs that I have interspersed in my collection. I'm gathering pins as we speak. I'm filming this late at night the day before. Once again, I've actually been getting ready for a live, which is why I'm at a weird angle, because I was I don't want to show you all the stuff that I have on my display. You see a little bit of a mess behind me, but it's all good. At any rate, if you guys don't know me, this is Playdates and Travels. I do a lot of Disney content. I love talking to you guys about pins as well, so this is definitely a video for you if you like to see pins, and I can't wait to show you my collection. So without further ado, I'm going to show you my US and foreign pins, because I do have a couple of those as well that have to do with Disney dogs. So if you want to see my collection, keep on watching, and let's get into it. Starting over here in my far board, I do have some hyena pins that I showed in my Lion King video, or my cats video rather, when I showed the Lion King's pins, but I do have some down here that I just want to show real quick. This is my 101 Dalmatians collection, just a couple on this board, and I have this one with the two Pongo and Perdita in the diamond shape. I have the couple there with the pups just laying down resting. I have this nice fun box lunch pin from Loungefly with them again in front of the phone booth in London. I have one of the pups on his lovely little bowl here. And then finally, I also have this one of the Great Mouse Detective. It's a Pin Trading Nights pin. And the reason I'm showing it is because, not because it shows the Basil character from Sherlock Holmes, but because in the corner is the dog Toby. So Toby is in this pin, so I thought that would be cute to show as my Disney dog collection since Toby does make an appearance. So those are all my dog pins on this board, and then I'm going to go into my other board that I have put together. I have this Rolly Valentine's Day pin that was just released this year. I am auctioning it off right now. So if anyone's interested in getting in on a pin-op, I still have a couple of spots left on my Instagram account. It's like $10 in that we're just doing. Anyone who wins will get this pin. But this is my Raleigh Valentine's Day pin, limited edition from Disney Studios Store, Hollywood. I like this pin, but they changed the design on me, so I actually wasn't so happy about that. He originally was supposed to be holding a broken heart in his mouth, and the way that this pin actually came up versus the design style is now he's holding a string of hearts, and he looks a little pudgier and sadder, in my opinion. I don't know. I know a lot of people still like this pin, but I was just really in love with the older concept art, so I do have this one up for my sale I just did today, but otherwise he's also part of my collection for now. And I put together all my pins on this board right here, and I'm going to start at the top. I do have my Animal Kingdom pin. It's one of a 4-pin set of a booster set, actually, that had Pluto. And I like that he is in front of the Animal Kingdom Tree of Life, so I have that in my pin collection. I have this Pluto Avenue. It's an open edition pin that I was able to trade for from the park, so it's on my board. I have this Hot Cocoa Pluto theme pin from one of the Hot Cocoa pins that came out in 2019, I believe, around the Christmas season, and I got the Pluto one. I have this Max and Eric pin. I love this pin, and Eric is playing the flute. This is actually part of a 4-pin and button set from the Disney store that I was able to get, and I literally got it just for this pin. I have this Max pin. This is actually one of the Disney, it was a Little Mermaid Loungefly set, I believe, so I got the Max version from that, but I also got it from Paris, and I can't remember which one this is because they look exactly the same, but it's Max looking very jovial, and I have both those pins. Then I have Stitch here on this side, because Stitch is a dog-like creature, so I have the Stitch and Scrump pin, and from an island from Loungefly, I have him as a pineapple from a Loungefly mystery set, and then I have Mickey with Stitch, which I actually got from a pin trading collaboration I did last year, and I just think it's really cute that he's like petting his head. So those are my Stitch pins. Then I have one of these pins from, he was the chaser, from that Disney Dogs collection that came out from Oh My Disney. Then over here I have a couple of my Goofy pins. This is a Big Thunder Mountain pin that came out in Japan. And I do have it on my Asian pin board normally, but I love him in this look, so I put it on the board for now. I have this pin from the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival. This is one of the 2020 mystery pins that came out last year, and of course I had to have that one in my collection. I have this cute little one of Goofy with the braces and glasses, and I think it was from like a mystery pin set that I opened a while back. Then I have another Goofy pin here. It's Goofy and Max, so he's with his son hanging out. That's from the Parents with Kids Loungefly collection. And then I have this Hong Kong pin from a pin trading pin carnival. I forget what it's called. One of those like series of boxes, and I got the one with the hot air balloon of Percy from Pocahontas. Then I have this cute little open edition pin with the dog from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, and all the pirates are behind bars. I absolutely love this pin. I recently traded for it this year, and I was so excited to get this pin finally. I have one more Goofy pin over here. This is one of my newer pins. It's a Hong Kong Disneyland 15th anniversary pin. And there's Goofy just like playing the cymbals, are those? With fireworks in the background, celebrating the 15th anniversary in Hong Kong, which they are doing this year. Then over here, going back on this way, I have a couple of my little brother Mulan pins, and one is from a backpack that I got, and the other one is from the mystery Loungefly set that came out last year. Then I have my copper pin from the Fox and the Hound, and this was the Disney Doghouses series, and that's one I picked. Then I've got Jock from Lady and the Tramp and Little Scamp. And then they're next to my Legacy Collection pin from last year. This is Lady and the Tramp 65th anniversary. Love that pin of them over the spaghetti scene. I have a Pongo and Perdita pin, one just over here from the Ink and Paint set. Love that. Then I have one of my most treasured new pins. It is a 2020 cast member movie anniversary collection pin, Lady and the Tramp. And you can see there's a chicken flying from the coop. And Tramp looks like, oh goodness, and Lady's upset that what he just did. But I was gifted this pin from my friend for my birthday, and I'm so grateful that he got this for me. I wouldn't have been able to get it otherwise if I didn't know a cast member, so I really do appreciate this. It's one of my favorite pins. You can see I have the price there. I just put this on my live sale, but I put it on here as well. This is a Cinderella open edition pin that just came out. This is part of my collection, and I figured I would try to sell it to anyone who wanted it, and then also grab another one for me next time I go. But I have this one in my collection because it has the fairy godmother and the mice and, you know, Lucifer, but there is Bruno. So because Bruno is in this pin, I had to include it in my collection. Love the artwork there. And then I have another one of Bruno right there as well. And this is from the Cinderella Mystery Collection that came out last year from Loungefly. Or from the Disney Parks, excuse me. No, I can't remember. Was this Loungefly? No, this is definitely the Disney Parks. It's a Cinderella 70th anniversary release. And it was a limited release pin. So there you go. I even forgot where these came from. And this is a nice big size. That's what I like about that pin series. This is a pin of, you can see it's Russell hugging Doug from Up, and I happen to love that pin. It is from Loungefly, and then I have another pin of Doug from the Disney Dogs, Oh My Disney collection, and I just love him in this pose so much. He's great. I have this one included because it does have Goofy. You can see he's terrified in this mode. It's the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror pin, and this is one of those movable pins where if you, I always forget where it is. It took me a second to remember, but it's on the back. So if I move this knob up and down, it actually will move the elevator upright. So if I move it up, the gang comes up and they're looking all normal, and there's Goofy and Mickey and Donald in nice form. And then if you move it down, when the elevator falls, they are absolutely terrified. So I love that. It's one of the funniest pins I own, and I love Goofy's expression here, so it had to be included as part of my Disney dog collection, for sure. I have a Slinky Dog pin right there, and I got this from, I think this is a lounge. No, this is the Disney Parks limited release. There you go. I don't even remember where I got this from at this point, but it's a cute pin for sure, and I was really glad when I got this to my collection. I just don't remember the origin at this point. Above that, I have a Windows of Magic 101 Dalmatians pin. It has Pongo and two of his pups, and then of course you've got Roger, and looks like, I'm not sure what's in the background. Looks like there's musical instruments and music that he's playing on the piano, and then you got the clock, of course, all these different elements from the movie. So a really fun little pin. They came out last, I guess not last year, the year before last year. because last year the parks were closed. So this was a 2019 pin? Yes, it was. It's funny how we lost a whole year of pin trading and collecting with the pandemic. And that is everything on this board. Coming down to my last final pin, and it's a jumbo pin. And this is one of my newer pins too. It's from Tokyo Disney Sea, celebrating the 15th anniversary, the Year of Wishes. I actually got a chance to visit Tokyo in 2016, which was the 15th year. So when I saw this pin in a live sale recently, I had to purchase it because I loved that it commemorated the occasion that I was there for. But then it also has Goofy as a conductor in the very, very top, or one of the conductors. There's Mickey in the conductor hat, so is he the co-conductor? I don't know. But at any rate, he's looking very stylish, and so is the whole gang. So because of that, I had to include this jumbo 15th year anniversary pin in my Disney dog collection. And that is the majority of my pins. I'm going to show you a little bit more of my Lady and the Tramp collection, and then more of my Max pins on my Little Mermaid collection. But this is the majority of all my side collections featuring the dogs that I currently have. So I don't have too many more Max pins than what I've already shown you, but you can see I do have one up there. I believe that is from the Loungefly collection because it looks a little bit more just soft enamel than my Paris pin that I previously showed you on my other board. And then this one, I believe, is from the Paris collection, which means that the one that I showed you on my other board must have been from the dogs collection. So I have all three, and you can see they continue to recycle the same look of Max in that pose, but it just depends on what kind of pin version you have of him to make it really count, right? And then I also have this one. It is an Acne pin of Ariel with Max, and I just love this pin of the two of them together, so definitely had to include them as part of this collection because it's just such a fun pin of Max with Ariel, and you guys can see my other favorite pin right there. And finally, here's a look at my Lady and the Tramp collection in complete form. I have this VHS pin from the parks. These are all retailed for $35. You can see it's the famous scene of them sitting over the spaghetti scene. It opens up and reveals the VHS Lady and the Tramp. I absolutely love this pin, one of the first ones I got, and I absolutely adore it. This is a Pin Trading Nights pin from 2019 of Lady and Tramp. Love that one. They're on the prowl. Then I have this Tony's Restaurant pin. This is a Loungefly pin that I got from Box Lunch. Again, the restaurant scene. You can't get any more classic than that. You have this Together Forever pin that was released from the Disney store at one point a couple years ago. I also had to add that to my collection. This is an open edition pin from the parks, the two of them in a heart. I have another one of the lady pins from the dogs collection that came out last year. I really like the dogs collection that came out last year from Oh My Disney. And of course I had to get the lady one. I have this open edition one of Tramp and Lady in this nice bright red heart. I have the vinyl pin, and you can see it just have the CD, the record with the guys, Tony and his partner from the restaurant. It says side one, and that's what the pin looks like. Mine just continues to fall, but they are again at the restaurant scene. So that is a concept that is repeated in a lot of pins. I have this one of Jock. I believe this might be a fantasy pin. I don't remember where this is actually Disney. Yeah, this is a fantasy pin because that paw print is his signature, but still love this. And this was the first Jock pin I ever owned. I have one of the pins that came out last year for the 65th anniversary. I kept this one on its backer card, and then this one is in my collection. This is one I originally got with the whole gang. I just liked that it had the pups and then Lady and Tramp together. It's just a nice, beautiful family portrait, but then I ended up caving and trading for this one as well, and it's Lady in the portrait style as well. There's also one of Tramp by himself. I do not have that one yet. I do have this big feet version of Lady. This was a forever pre-order from Loungefly. I finally got it, and I was very happy when it finally arrived. I think I got it like last, I don't know, September, October, or something like that. This is the Parents with the Kids collection. It came out with Loungefly, and that's Lady with her pups. Love that. I have another open edition pin with Lady and Tramp right there. I have these two open edition pins with the little dog howler. You can get those little baggies, and I got the one of Tramp and Lady. This is one of my favorite pins. It's actually the Lunchbox series, Walt Disney Lady and the Tramp. I forget how much I paid for this, but I was very excited when I finally found it. And of course it has spaghetti and meatballs, breadsticks, a little paw print on the note, and then you have a thermos. That was a really fun series that came out a couple years ago. And finally, this is a love letter pin. I only own one other one, and that is the Little Mermaid. So you know I really love this pin when I get this, because these pins are really hard to find this day and time because they're 2016 pins and I wasn't collecting them. But it opens up, and when you open up, there's a letter. It says, Pidge, open up your eyes to what a dog's life can really be, signed by his paw print. Such a cute little collection. I love that hinge pin, and I absolutely love my Lady and the Tramp collection. As you can see, it's not like severely overly large. I try to keep it reasonable. I have shown you most of my main collections, but I do have a little side collections with dogs, and I wanted to showcase all of that for you today. And then my last two pins, of course, is the 101 Dalmatian pin. I just got this from the Disney store not too long ago. 60th anniversary. And I love that they are absolutely covered in soot. They are so funny. Limited release pin. Had to add this to my dog's collection. And finally, I have this Zero pin, and he is in front of his doghouse. A fun little Nightmare Before Christmas pin. And since he is a ghost dog, what better way to end this video? So hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this little sneak peek of my collection, and wait till there is more to come. Alright guys, that was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments what your favorite dog pin was. If we're twins on any pins, I have a lot of pins that I'm very grateful for, but I think that the one that I'm most grateful for at the moment right now is this particular pin, because it is a Lady and the Tramp pin, the cast member exclusive, that was given to me by my friend who is a cast member, and he literally gave this to me for free. He handed this to me. He bought it for me, first of all, but then he handed it to me, and I was like, what do I owe you? And he was like, no, this is on the house because this is for my birthday. So this is actually a birthday present, this beautiful pin that I never thought I was ever going to own. So I'm very, very fond of this pin, very grateful that he got this for me, and very grateful for Disney friends. So I hope you guys watch the other videos in this collaboration. There are a number of videos also going to be included today besides mine. The whole list of participating channels is going to be in the description right below my channel's information. So go tune in, watch all the videos, watch everyone's pin collections, and I can't wait to see you guys next month for the next theme. Take care. Bye!